Hello, my young disciples, and welcome to this week's Ignite at Home lesson. So what do you guys think God's voice sounds like? Do you think it sounds bold and brassy like a trumpet, doo-doo-doo-doo? Or do you think it sounds playful and breathy like the wind? Do you guys think it sounds loud? Or do you guys think it sounds really soft and quiet like that? Well, today we are going to learn about Elijah. He was a prophet who heard God speak to him on top of a mountain during a very difficult time in his life. Let's go watch his story unfold.
So there was a prophet named Elijah, and he was very sad for two reasons. One, the evil queen Jezebel was trying to kill him. And two, he was the only person left in Israel who still worshipped God. So he ran far away into the wilderness. He was so sad that he asked God to take his life away. And then he fell asleep. An angel woke him up, and suddenly there was a snack and a bottle of water at his head, and so he ate and he drank and he took another nap. The angel woke him up again and told him to eat even more because he was about to go on a very long journey. Elijah took a journey of 40 days and 40 nights to Mount Horeb, the same place where God gave Moses the 10 Commandments. He found a cave on the mountain and waited for God's presence to pass by. Suddenly, there was a great wind that whipped across the mountain's face, but God was not in the wind. Then there was a great rumbling earthquake that sent boulders tumbling down, but God was not in the earthquake. Then there was a great fire that scorched the inside of Elijah's cave, but God was not in the fire. And the presence of God came to Elijah as a still, small whisper, almost quieter than the sound of silence. "What are you doing here, Elijah?" Elijah wrapped his cloak in front of his face and came out of his cave and told God about how sad he was that Queen Jezebel was trying to kill him and that he was the last one in Israel who still worshipped God. God encouraged Elijah and told him that there were still 7,000 Israelites who worshipped God and who hadn't turned to worship the idol Baal. That God sent Elijah off to his vocation as a prophet. The end.
Wow, that was a wild story. Did God show up in the way that you expected? I sure expected God to show up with a lot of trumpets and fanfare and pomp and circumstance and glamour. But God showed up in a really simple, ordinary ways to help out Elijah when he was depressed. First of all, God gave Elijah just some basic food items to nourish him when he was sad in the desert and to prepare him for his journey. And then God showed up in a still small voice for Elijah, not in the earthquake, wind, or fire. So, my young disciples, I hope that this lesson teaches you that God's presence comes to us in simple ways, like in a still small voice. And I'm praying that all of you have ears to hear what God is telling you. Pasi Chan, my young disciples, I'll see you next week. Well, today we are going to burn Elijah. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to burn. I'm losing it, guys. Earth, wind, fire. Parents, you get it?